Hello, everybody. Jacob Sheets here, Realtor with eXp Realty. We got Sahian.
Hi, how are you?
Congratulations. I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just closed on her first house or condo in downtown Milwaukee in the Brewers Hill area. So just north of downtown, only a few minutes away of a walk. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so I guess a few questions for you. First, what brought you into the Milwaukee area, and specifically to the area that you're living now versus where you're from, and I guess where you're living now and kind of a little bit of that story?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Chicago. I was transferred over to Milwaukee for my job after I was promoted. I really love the city. I love Milwaukee. I knew that I wanted to buy real estate, and I was in between Illinois and Wisconsin, and after doing some research and finding Jacob, I was like, yeah, I have to do it in Milwaukee, and the neighborhood's it's in Brewers Hill, and so doing a little bit of research there, I realized it's a pretty good spot. I love that it's right in the city. There's just everything that I would like for where I'm at in life right now. So
And walkable.
it's walkable distance. Bradford Beach is less than half a mile away. The Milwaukee Bucks Stadium is less than a mile away. We're on Water Street. So it's a pretty good location, I would say. So I'm really happy.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And so then you mentioned reaching out to me. How did we get connected? And then what did that look like as we started that relationship there?
Yeah, so I was doing some research. Part of that is going on YouTube and looking at realtors that are really knowledgeable in the market. And so when I found Jacob's YouTube channel, I was impressed by how much effort he's putting into his business, and I knew that I could trust him, and so we just connected right away. And from the very first day that we connected, Jacob, you've been a really great help.
Thank you.
Every step of the way. You've just been guiding me through all of it, and I mean, I have a pretty busy schedule, as everybody does, but Jacob made sure that I was aware and informed and educated through all of it. So I couldn't be happier.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And because when you first reached out, you literally just scheduled an appointment right away, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so literally from one of these YouTube videos, in the link that's below on this one, quite literally just clicked on that, got on my calendar, and then we set up a buyer consultation meeting, or if it's with the sellers, it's listing consultation, and that's about an hour long. And we go through and we talked about what's important to you, what's your story, and then ended up saying, like, this is what's going on in the market, what to expect, how buyer agency works, right? Getting pre-approved, getting lenders that are good and to work with, which you worked with some phenomenal lenders.
Oh, yes.
And
all part of Jacob's team, by the way. So.
Yep. So what that process all looked like so that we could hit the ground running. And then when we actually got into homes, did you want to talk about what the actual home search process looks like? Like for you, it was pretty darn fast.
Yes.
Some people it takes like a year. Some people it takes one day of showing. So what did it look like for you?
So we had one day of showing. We looked at I think it was 6 or 7 properties or something like that. But they were all the properties were like family homes. It wasn't really my fit, and we got to this one unit, and it was exactly what I was looking for. And I just knew right away that this was the location and this was the spot. So, but throughout the process, it was every house that you showed us, or every house we went to. You were just really well organized. I don't know, you were well organized. We walked through the properties. You asked me how I was feeling in every property, and you could tell when I liked a place, you could tell when I didn't like a place. And so as soon as I walked into this place, you're like, you knew right away as well.
This is it.
Yeah.
And we would, at the end of each one, I'd try to say, oh yeah, this is on a scale from 1 to 10. How much do you like it, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes people can't deal with that. And, at the beginning, you're like, I don't even know how to give it a 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, oh, this is kind of a 6. And then the next one, we're like, oh, this is a 7, and then bumped the one down to a 5. The blue kitchen didn't work for me, or whatever. And then when we ended up getting into this one, it was like when we walked in, we're like, okay, location's perfect, everything's perfect. It was like, what, 9.5 or something. We leave, like, yeah, I want to write an offer on that.
Yes.
But great, yeah, so that's kind of how the process worked. And then we did get a home inspection, and we went through, we renegotiated some things, and we were able to get you some credit for that.
Yes.
So that was nice. And then we get here into closing, worked with the transaction coordinator, and made it smooth going from accepted offer until closing. So
Yeah.
any other final things or comments here?
I would just say that if you're looking to buy real estate in Milwaukee or Madison, definitely consider Jacob and his team. They do really good work. So
Thank you
that's
so
all I would
much.
say.
And I didn't have to pay anything for that. But yeah, Sahian, congratulations. Thank you so
you.
much for choosing to work with me and my team. And if you would like the same thing, go ahead and reach out, and we'll have the link either in the pinned comment and in the description below. So you can go ahead and get in my calendar and get scheduled for a consultation, buyer or seller consultation. And yeah, if you want to see any other videos like this, I'll put a playlist somewhere on here as well, so that you can go ahead and learn more about me, my practice, and more of the content. So thank you so much for watching, and looking forward to seeing you soon.